Good evening, sir. What I want you to do now is just tell me about yourself.
Well, my name is Zedekiah Smith. I'm a second-year business administration student from Miami, Florida, and I attend Florida A&M University as a second-year business student. I'm currently a member of our university's Marching 100, which is a marching band, and I am a pro fight in this marching band, as well as I'm going for assistant section leader right now. Hopefully, I get it, and I believe I will. But I try to be in as much leadership as I can in any organization that I join.
Alrighty. Well, tell me what you know about the Nielsen Corporation.
Well, Nielsen Corporation is a global measurement and data analytics company, and I know they take this data and they try to help businesses that they are hired to help to better compete in their industry. They take the data and you all use it to make as strong plans as possible for those businesses to compete with their competitors in their industry as well as their external environment.
So tell me about the time that you had to adapt to a difficult situation.
Well, there's a lot of difficult situations that I'm constantly adapting to. Well, just working at a McDonald's, there's constantly people, not coming into their shifts. Or when I worked at Marshall's, there's constantly trouble with customers. I know one time there was a customer who came in, took off their shoes, because I was working in the shoe department, and they put their shoes in a box and then tried to walk out with our shoes, and there was no security, so I had to handle it myself because my manager was in the back. In result, I managed to calm the person down who was trying to actually run out and got them to take back their shoes and to leave our property. They weren't charged with anything, but my manager congratulated me on handling the situation very, calmly and respectfully.
All right. Now, give me an example of a time you had contributed to a teamwork environment.
A teamwork environment. So, as I said, I worked at Marshall's, and we had this thing called 444. So basically, trucks would deliver in the morning. We had 4 hours to unload the trucks, sort the trucks, which came in boxes. All of our inventory came in boxes every morning at 6 a.m. and we opened up at 11. So we had to get everything off the trucks, sort all of the boxes, about, I want to say 50-something boxes with 100 and something things in it. And then we would have to organize them, and then we would have to put them out in an organized fashion that's appealing to the customer. So I was part of men's and women's tops. So that was my area. And every day we always met our quota. We were never late as far as putting the inventories out every day. We always had our fresh inventories out.
Right. Now, give me an example of a time that you introduced a new idea or a procedure.
Okay, so I hate to go back to Marshall's, but when I was working at Marshall's in the shoe area, one of the things for keeping them organized, what the managers wanted initially was for us to come in, organize the shoes that were already out, and then, they wanted us to go in, unbox the new shoes that had just came in the morning shipments, and then put them out into the display and then organize. But the only problem that came with that is there was never enough spots for the shoes to go out into. So I advised the manager to work backwards as far as organize all the shoes, help the customers in that process who needed helping. And then once I was finished with that, as I was doing it, I would make spots for the shoes, the new shoes to go into. And then once I was done, I could easily just put them into the new spots that I made them, opposed to trying to stuff them in between other shoes and making it very unorganized.
Right. Okay, now give me an example of a time when you tried to accomplish something, but you failed.
A time I tried to accomplish something, but failed. So, my freshman year coming into FAMU, I attempted to join the organization Big Brothers, Little Brothers. But I inevitably failed because as a freshman, I prioritized my time towards my classes because the transition to college seemed a bit more tricky than I thought it was going to be. So I found myself many nights in the library up to like 3 in the morning because band took so much of my day. So I didn't really have time to do the stuff for the Big Brothers, Little Brothers program, and I'm gonna try to go for it later on, but it taught me time management is an important thing, but you have to have priorities.
All right. So what would you say is your greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness. My greatest weakness may be how, to be honest, when I think of my weaknesses, I try to get everybody's opinion before I make a move, or try to deal with, let's say, a situation, or even try to problem solve. I try to get all aspects of the problem beforehand. And for like quick problems, that sometimes poses a problem when they need an immediate answer. And sometimes I feel as though my immediate answer isn't the best. But when I have those more, less time strict problems, I tend to get them done pretty well and, very efficiently.
Okay. Well, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, hopefully working for you, to be honest. But seriously, like I said, hopefully if I get this position, I hope to stay with Nielsen as long as possible. And yeah, that's my plan.
Do you have any questions for our company?
Oh, absolutely. There's a few things that mean a lot to me. Well, I know Nielsen is all on data analytics, but I want to know more of the ethical side of Nielsen. So for me, if a company behaves unethically, it's not a really good fit for me, because I believe in treating everyone fairly. I believe in diversity in the workplace. So could you tell me anything about diversity in Nielsen? Is it a very diverse workplace as far as, mental diversity, processes, as well as ethnicity?
Nice. Yes. We will definitely answer those questions for you. Zedekiah Smith, was it?
Yes,
Zedekiah
sir.
Smith. Thank you so much for interviewing with our company. Hopefully you will hear from us soon, and best of luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, sir. You have a beautiful day.
You too.